guys, it's Kitty. Some of you might remember me from Twitch. Some of you might not know me at all. Welcome to my channel. Small recap. I own a ton of games between my family share and myself, like over 1,000 games and growing. I'm playing them all and giving honest reviews of how I feel about the games. I will be omitting games that I have played on stream or games that I spend my time playing a lot, at least for now. If you guys would like that as a series, we can maybe do that later on. But anyway, stick around to find out my opinion on a game that is new to me. Hey guys, it's Kitty back with another game review, and today's random pick is Alchemy Garden. The summary is: craft magic potions and sell them in your own alchemy shop. Explore the world and harvest plants to discover new recipes. Take care of your own garden of alchemy and decorate the shop as you like. So yeah, I mean, kind of right. Let's go ahead and just get on with the review. When I saw that this was going to be my next game, I was actually excited. I had been putting this one off forever, and it was finally time to give it a try. I'm just going to get straight into it. This game is incredibly slow. Like when I said Beacon Pines was slow, this one puts it to shame. Starting off the game, it says that it is controller friendly, and it is a big no. The controller was so broken, I could not handle playing with it. So this was my first game I had to play with mouse and keyboard. I don't mind, but for people who prefer controller, I do as well, don't do it. My tiny little girl hands don't like having to play with mouse and keyboard. So that is why I tend to play with a remote. So 20 hours of keyboard was rough, I won't even lie. Especially when I feel like 14 of those hours were not necessary. Loading up the game, I was happy to see my first real customization in the time of playing the series. It is very basic, not a huge selection, but as somebody who loves customization, I was just happy to see it. So starting off, I did play with remote, but like I said, once I stepped outside and touched grass, in the game of course, it was a pain to actually plant herbs with the remote, and watering was kind of awkward no matter which I played with, so. Also, I was a little lost at first, not being able to cut down trees or hit rocks. I finally figured out you cannot hit all rocks or trees, which is normal, they just looked hittable. The shops are okay. There is a place to buy seeds and clothes and furniture. There isn't a lot of choice though. You run around and basically do the same thing every day. Harvest the land for plants and plant seeds to water. I love a good farming game, but this one is just really basic. The plants all grow back in the same place every day. Same with the trees that you can cut down, and I think that is one of the biggest reasons this one feels so slow and repetitive. Maybe if the plants and trees were to spawn in different areas, it wouldn't have been so bad. There is only one place to get rocks, and that is a tiny little cave. It is one level, so there's nothing new to explore there either. Making the potions was okay. I actually think it was the best part of the game, but it was just the same thing on repeat over and over and over again. Every season has 3 to 4 plants to collect. Like I said before, everything grows in the same spot, but the plants that grow in the spots are random to the season and to the day. Growing seeds is kind of a must for this one, but watering is a pain to say the least. It takes forever, so you can buy all the land, but if you try to utilize the space and make a big farm, it is almost impossible to water it within the day. There are no skills like most farming games have. There are festivals every season. They have a different mini game with each of them that will unlock one of your achievements. I would have to load back in to check this, but I think that's all you get when you complete the festivals. Nothing special in-game though. The festivals do have a vendor, and I wish this was used better. The vendor sells the same things every season. There could have been like different outfits and furniture to buy, but instead it was just the same thing. The town seems deserted. There are not a lot of people to talk to. Also no romance, which I don't mind at all. And no friendships, which most games like this at least have that in there, but this one is all about being on your own, I guess. Running the store is fine. I wish I could have used the book like it was a register to ring up the customers. That would have made the game have something a little extra. They just come in, grab their stuff, and leave, and you magically get money, so not really like running a shop. Like I said, I enjoy making the potions. I liked having customers, but the special order customers is when I started to remember the game feels broken and forgotten. When they order, they are too close to the open-close bell. So you have the potion they want, you go to accept the order, and half the time you end up closing down the store. It seems like the bell would have been in the right spot, so move the area to take the orders. It's small things like that that make the game feel rushed and unpolished. Decorating is okay too. I like that I could change my floors and my walls and put plants and other things around the room. When I was trying to paint the walls, I'm not sure if this was a me problem, but there were 2 spots that were very hard to get to by the stairs. I'm not sure how much I filmed this game, but we'll put it in if I did film that. Spoiler, I didn't happen to film that. You have to repair your floors and walls. It's not a horrible idea. It does cost money to do so, and at first I didn't see it as an important thing to do. Also, after I did fix them, they seemed to get run down a lot. And honestly, there was no reason to waste the money. Like maybe if the ruined walls and floors would upset the customers, maybe they wouldn't wait as long, something that mattered, then I would continue to waste my money to fix them. I loved the little enchanted forest area. I thought it was so pretty. When I saw you could buy a home there, I was hoping that it would add something different to the game. It doesn't. What it does do is give you an achievement. Also, buying all the plots is one as well, so that includes all the plots that are over there. I wish I would have tried to decorate a little more because I think that was probably one of the better things to do. I was just so drained with everything that could have made this a great game. What I did do was use all of my space to make the stands for the potions because I could have swore there was an achievement to get 1 million in money. I thought I was going crazy because that was the reason I didn't play the game prior to this, so I had to go to the store page to see, and yes, there was an achievement to get 1 million, but the game developer decided to take that one out, and I'm actually grateful for that. This game has so much potential, and it almost feels like it was unfinished. I hate to be the person just to rag on something because someone else worked hard on this. And I know I couldn't make it. But there are so many things that feel unfinished that I wonder if something happened for the person to stop working on it. There isn't a lot of Alchemy games. Well, let me rephrase that. There weren't a lot of Alchemy games at the time that this one came out. But even if this one did get a fix, I would probably still just have to write it off. And I feel bad saying that because it could have been something special. I could never see myself playing this again. If there were achievements added and I had to go back to it, I would probably be pretty sad. I did end up finishing this game and getting all of the achievements, and it only took me 26 hours. There are 43 achievements to unlock that are for the most part pretty simple. This game should have been done in 12 to 13 hours, and let me explain. I had all of the achievements besides one, and the last one took me 14 hours to get. 14 hours! I don't know if this one herb is meant to ruin lives and be the most difficult thing to find, but by the end of winter year 2, I was like, if I don't get this plant, that only spawns in winter, mind you, I'm going to rage quit. Because there was really nothing else for me to do and I wasn't having fun. This is coming from someone who plays a lot of farming games and will go back to them, even if I have completed the game. Stardew, for example, is one of my favorites. And even if I have beat it, I will restart a game and go again, and I have that on every system I own. This one is a different game, yes, but boring is boring, and I hate to say that. But when I play a farming game, I want to relax. I don't want to feel like I'm actually working or having to do something tedious. It kills the relaxation that is supposed to come with the game. To my pure happiness, on the last day of winter, I finally obtained my one and only fairy whim, and then I logged off and gladly uninstalled Alchemy Garden. There is an exchange at the seed stand, and you can turn in 25 of one seed or plant one or the other, I don't remember which one it was, and you can get a rare seed. I think that was how I ended up getting my last plant. So some of the things that got higher ratings for this game were the graphics. They were different, but unique, and I didn't mind them. I was happy that gender changing was a thing, so I could be a girl, but if you wanted to be a boy, you could be a boy. Music was pleasant enough, so that also got a higher score. And lastly was the customization, because I was able to actually make a character of my choice, and there was an okay amount of things to change. The game when I bought it, I'm pretty positive was $14.99, but the store says $12.99, and as I'm recording this, it now says it's $8.99. I would not recommend this game at that price or even half off with how broken it seems. I have seen it drop to $2.24, and I just wouldn't recommend this game at all. I hate to say that, unless there were some serious fixes. I also would never play this one again. I wanted to love this game, but unfortunately I did not, and for that reason I gave it a score of 3.5 out of 10, and that is an F tier for me. Have you played this game before? Do you feel like it was abandoned as well? Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you planning to pick this one up? Let me know. But with that, I am ready to go on to my next adventure. I hope you guys have a good day, afternoon, or night, whatever it is you're having, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!